Welcome to day 118, and I'm going to give you a little preview today of the book I'm working on. So I'll see you in there.
I am not special. I know, that's probably not the sentence you're looking for in a book to help you fix your midlife crisis, but hear me out. From the day I was born, I've been told that I am special. And for some reason, despite the very clear facts that say otherwise, I believed it. In a book dedicated to breathing and ice baths, I have to mention Wim Hof at least once, but this will be the only mention of him. Like him, I was born out of necessity. I was removed from my mother due to the umbilical cord being wrapped around my neck. When I came out, I had black and blue marks around my little body. Interestingly, it was only a few hours before President Reagan was shot. A lot of people forget that he was shot on March 30th, 1981 at 2:27 p.m. If my parents forgot, it's okay. They were busy with something else at that time. But you, dear reader, you should know better. Like a lot of people born around this time, I have a very distinct mix of generational characteristics. Part Gen X and part Millennial, sometimes being called Xennials because everything these days needs a name, and honestly, my generational subset doesn't associate with either fully. We grew up without internet, but in our teenage years, were introduced to dial-up modems and AOL Instant Messenger. A/S/L ? Computers were a thing, and we had typing classes, but up until that point, we played outside, and many of us fought cell phones because why would we need them? Our entire life, we told our parents where we were going, came back, usually, when we said we would, and called them from payphones if necessary. I remember in my 20s defiantly telling people that I didn't have a cell phone, and if they called me at home and I wasn't there, I was busy. I'd get back to them when I wasn't. We were the generation that moved from 8-tracks to cassette tapes and religiously recorded our favorite songs from the radio, hoping to not have the DJ talking over the beginning of or end of our songs. The generation that embraced social media but remembered life before it. We bridged the technological gap, and to tell you the truth, don't like to be called millennials because we're not. So what does this have to do with a midlife crisis, you ask? Well, I'm 41 years old, overweight, and balding. About a year ago, if the book comes out in June, I moved from Brooklyn, New York, to a city on the outskirts of Copenhagen, Denmark, with my fiance and son. And in 30 days, which I didn't know when first writing this, one of my favorite people on the planet will die of cancer. Can I just say fuck cancer? Should I wait to get a little further in the book? Both? Perfect. Fuck cancer. If the thoughts and feelings I'm having every day aren't a midlife crisis, the proverbial fat lady is warming up. It should also probably be said that if referencing a hypothetical fat lady warming up offends you, pick another book. It's not going to get lighter. Then again, there aren't a lot of books on ice baths and midlife crisis, so you may just have to deal with it. I apologize in advance, but most likely don't mean it. Anywho, my midlife crisis stems from a simple comment from a 20-something man at the DMV, or whatever it's called in Denmark. I had to head over to the Hillerød commune to forfeit my New York driver's license to the Danish government to get a Danish license. For said license, I had to get my picture taken. The young man behind the counter told me where to stand, told me I couldn't smile, and all the fun details of getting your picture taken on a government document. And when the flash went off, the photo shot up on a digital frame, and he asked, "Is the pic okay?" I looked over at the screen and thought to myself, wow, I look like fresh dog shit. My inner monologue is rough. I'm working on it. And I asked him if we could take another. He did. I looked at the picture, and surprisingly, still looked exactly like the first picture. And being the nice young man that he was, asked, "How about that one?" Out loud, I said, "Yeah, I guess that's just what I look like now." I don't think he understood the depth of what I was saying, or why I was saying it at all. But that was the first moment in my life that I truly realized that I was getting older. And that I really wasn't taking care of myself. That being said, there are plenty of other indicators that I'm getting older. Thank you for bringing this up, I say to myself as the only person writing this book. To be very clear to all you youngins reading this or hearing this, getting older hurts. No one really tells you this. Oh, they tell you that they're sore or how their joints ache here and there, but no one really tells you how much it hurts. I'm guessing this comes from the fact that no one cares. Think about it. I tell you X, Y, and Z hurts, and what will you do? Apologize that my body hurts? Ask if there's something you can do. You can. But the more things hurt, the more I decided I couldn't live with it anymore. And my TikTok feed would not shut up about ice baths. And yes, I'm on TikTok. I'm going through a midlife crisis, not skipping pop culture. So after the 10th ice bath video or so, I decided I wanted to try it. My search for a container large enough for my chubby body and some ice water began. In the following pages, we'll see what container/containers I settled on, why I started breathwork, and how I lost 75 pounds and took back my life in under 6 months.
And that, my friends, is 5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed.